So, dear Dhamma practitioners, this is our ongoing meditation session. Be comfortable yourself. The network, and then we're ready to start the session for today. Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body and keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to help for you to share some basic informations to develop the very clear spiritual foundation, especially with the meditation. Because as you know, nowadays, this word meditation is everywhere. And everybody try to practice meditation. And everybody look for meditation. And somehow, when it comes to meditation, there are many kind of meditation techniques. But and according to the Buddha's teaching, and according to the Buddhist tradition, we have a meditation method, 2,600 years old. And that method has two paths. One is called tranquility meditation and another one called the vipassana meditation. But out of this both, there are few benefits that you can gain. The ultimate goal, the final goal is the liberation or the attaining to Nibbana. Before that, in this very conventional level, it will help for you to have a very clear, comfortable, meaningful life. And at the same time, after you die, it will help you to gain a more better existence than go into a lower level of existence. So somehow it is your responsibility to gain a very clear understanding and develop a very good foundation, because once you do it, it's going to become a habit for you. It's going to go with you. So whatever you learn, good or bad, it's going to be there with you. And whatever take to your mind, whatever take to your heart, whatever you practice as your life, become your dharma. So especially when you set up a goal, it's going to become your dharma. It's going to become your life. So even though all the material things leave you by the time in places, even the people sometimes will go away from you as you experience yourself. How many people already gone? And how many material things disappeared from you? How many things you hold it to your hand in your life, but today that all gone. It's kind of like a dream. But whatever you develop in your mind, whatever you took it to your life as a habit, is still there with you. And sometimes from the samsaric journey, eons by eons, we keep bringing this kind of things, even we don't know. So then, this is a very good opportunity for all of us to look into Dharma, because now you have the Dharma. It is very rare. And even it is there, a lot of people don't have access to that. But yourself, you are so fortunate to have that intention, that the interest to listen to the Dharma or get into that. Don't give up that, because if you lose that, you may not going to find it. It's not everywhere. Even though it is available, it's not everywhere. As you've seen, there are a lot of places you can't find it. There are a lot of people, they don't know about the Dharma. They know something else. But yourself, you have opportunity to learn something. So then look into that and find the very best thing for you and set up a very clear path for yourself. Have a very clear spiritual goal ahead yourself. So then other things in day-to-day life as ordinary person, you may do things, but by the time you have to let go that all, but still you have a path to move forward. And you have a higher purpose to keep working, rather than depending on situations, or rather than depending on people, rather than depending on material things. It's nothing wrong with that, but you have to understand that is not forever. That all going to go away. So then it is better yourself to have a very good, solid spiritual foundation and the path, and develop yourself and move forward. Because by the time, if you fulfill the journey, then you gain the liberation. That is the highest that you can achieve. So this is a journey. Maybe it's not going to happen overnight, but when we go through this samsara, by the time, little by little, we are capable to develop our life. Another thing is, even in the conventional life, having good qualities within us will help for us to have a comfortable life. And not only for us, it's going to become a greater benefit for other people also. Look at the world sometimes. If one person have unprofitable skills, unwholesome action, it can give a pain to a lot of people. It can destroy entire society. So you don't need to be that person like that. So then yourself, your parents work so hard, and your uh, parents that gave this beautiful life, and you have this beautiful life, and out of this, what do you want to gain? Where are you heading? Look into yourself. So dharma is a path. It's your choice. We can't tell you to, okay, follow the dharma. No, it is your choice. You have to look into you. And if you are willing to develop yourself, to become more better person, become more profitable person yourself, so this is going to be one of the great path. So when it comes to meditation, what is the very meaning of meditation? So there is a Pali word called bhavana. So then from that bhavana, the very connotation of the bhavana, cultivation or the development. So when it comes to why you have to have a development, why you have to have a cultivation, because there is another nature within us. That nature is called heedlessness. This is the major barrier when it comes to our life. If you bring all the spiritual practice, all the methods, all the words, all the teachings to one word, that one word is, remember this, that one word is heedfulness. Heedfulness. Because heedlessness is the very nature, the very reason for us to be here like this. So what is the mean? So what is the very meaning of heedlessness? Because when you understand that, it will help you to understand the very meaning of heedfulness. There are many meanings. So when it go into heedlessness, one meaning is not doing things well care. When there is a duty for you, even regarding yourself or for others, you are not doing it very well. And then as a result of that, you are getting to many difficulties, and maybe you will put other people into many difficulties. Another thing is not doing things consistently, and it's kind of like to develop the whole for wholesome actions, not for unwholesome actions. This consistency is very necessary when it comes to our human life. So sometimes this inner laziness, give up this, that it is just not only laziness. When it comes to heedlessness, it has a kind of like a ignorance also deeper inside. That's why it is very important to understand. And in Pali, it's called appamada. So appamada is heedfulness. That is the antidote for the heedlessness. So the heedlessness, another meaning is avoiding of one's duties. So whatever the duty in the conventional life, whatever the duties that you have, you always have a nature to give up, avoid. And other one is the give up the task. Is in day-to-day life, always you have an attitude to give up. And another meaning is not developing. So the development means it's not going to happen itself. So as you know, this construction projects, and sometimes you see it is the word, the development project. So the government development. So the government try to develop things. It's a very necessary for a government to develop things. So the development not happen itself. You have to put the effort on it with the necessary intention in certain kind of background, in a certain kind of, with the certain kind of rules and regulations. And another meaning is this heedlessness, not cultivating. So the cultivation is a kind of like it always used for farming. So like as example, farmers, when they do farming, 24/7, they are interfere with the farming. It's not just only one day. It's not just they just go to the land for the paddy field and they waiting, oh, my rice field may grow. It's like that pray. It's not nothing to do with the prayers. So whatever they have to interfere. So that interference need to have a necessary energy on it, and it has to have some kind of wisdom on it. So this cultivation and just wishing, hoping, dreaming, you can't get the harvest. So you have to according to the right season, and you have to find the right land, and you have to put the right seed, and you have to step by step, again and again, you have to interfere with that, and you have to take care of it from wild animals and sometimes bugs and disease. You have to take care of that and put the water at the right time. So like that, you have to interfere with it. You are involving it. You are harnessed with it and work. So as a result of that, you can gain the harvest. So otherwise, just wishing, dreaming, hoping, asking, and believing because you like to get the good harvest, you are not going to get it. So that's why this cultivation, the very meaning is it's very strong. It goes so deep. So the heedlessness is the very nature to be here for all of us in the samsara. So if you are getting the right antidote to the heedlessness, then your all practice, your conventional life, your spiritual life, all going to become kind of like successful. So antidote for the heedlessness is heedfulness. So then now you know what is the meaning of heedlessness. Not doing things well care, and not you are putting effort and having consistency to do wholesome actions, and avoiding one's duties, and giving up the task, and not developing or not cultivating. So then heedfulness in day-to-day life, with your bodily, verbally, mentally action, you have to apply that into yourself. When it comes to that, this heedfulness, one meaning is close attention, awareness, effort. So kind of like that. And so today I'm going to give you some kind of a structure, how you can develop this heedfulness. Because if you can develop it like that way, all the entire structure of your life, in conventional level, your spiritual level, both going to become more better. So when it comes to meditation, see that the very meaning of the meditation is cultivating. So what you cultivate your mind. So why you have to cultivate your mind? Because this mind has this nature, heedlessness. That another way, the laziness. And another way, ignorance. And another way, unawareness. So mind has this nature. So cultivating means now developing means you are interfering with the mind and developing these qualities. So then one thing is, when it comes to meditation, developing the energy, heedfulness, and it's kind of like without neglecting, as soon as possible, interfering to the situation, taking the necessary actions for anything, is a one quality of heedfulness. And putting the close attention and having the clear awareness and the recognition is another meaning of heedfulness. So then in day-to-day life, and develop this energy in you, because that is one of the, when it comes to liberation or the Nibbana, there are three things that you need in your backpack. Without that three things, forget about Nibbana. Forget about Nibbana. Before you go into the Nibbana, even in day-to-day life, as an ordinary person, you can't gain the conventional success without these three things. So developing heedfulness, you have to slowly apply it to your conventional life as an ordinary person. Bring these three qualities in your life, and then when your conventional life becomes successful, what will happen as a result of that, as a reward for that, you gain your spiritual development. So without, it's kind of like, if you neglect this conventional level of life and thinking about the spiritual life, you can't gain it. So don't make that mistake. So then in the very first level, start to apply this heedfulness, this quality to your conventional life as an ordinary person. So the very first thing you have to look into energy, because the heedlessness is a kind of like a suck all the energy from you. It make you lazy, lethargic. As a result of that, it make you ignorance. So anything make you lazy, learn to avoid it. Anything make you kind of like lethargic, avoid it. So in that way, you have to have a clear understanding how to increase the energy, physically, mentally, spiritually, so in every way. Because when it comes to your life, energy is one thing. If you lose the energy, just imagine. In conventional life, without energy, what you can do? Even this, all the material things, look, the end of this all depend from the energy. That's going to become the kind of like a fundamental, the very primary source. So for your life also same, all the nerve system, all the entire physical system work according to the energy. And the very place that it's kind of like all your joints, it's kind of like an energy center point. That's what in the ancient time, all this yoga, it's called about the chakra. Because this, all the joints, it's give the flexibility, mobility. So the mobility as a physical body, when you have the mobility, it give you abilities. If you lose the mobility, what will happen? You lose all the abilities to maintain your life. Then you always need the help out of something. And then you will start to depend from things. So the mobility, this flexibility. And it's a kind of like a transformer, all these joints. That's why you have to move your body. And a lot of people think, oh, eating food and taking this all the energy drinks and taking intake energy going to make you energized. No, that's wrong. It can make you sick. If you eat too much, it make you ignorant, sleepy. You become, by the time you become an idiot, you're taking all the energy and this entire body become kind of like a junkyard. The way from the ancient time, learn to move your body. That's how all the yoga, all this exercise, this everything come to move. Food you need, energy intake you need, but it's more important you have to move, you have to keep the mobility, because that is where the energy comes. So this laziness and the heedlessness has a deeper relationship to the Mara or the death. And when a person start to die, one of the very first quality that you can see, heedlessness. And little by little, give up, slowly become lazy, lethargic. But the heedfulness is the path go towards the wisdom. That doesn't mean that you can live without dying. No, we all going to die. But killing yourself is something else. Death is something else. Most of the time, heedfulness avoid us from killing ourselves. Heedlessness is a kind of like a suicide. So that's why energy is very necessary. And so you have to put your mind into that. And when it comes to practice meditation, one of the major things is energy, mental energy. You have to have the effort, strength. Otherwise, especially when it comes to vipassana, you can't do that. You see, most of people, they want to practice meditation. What is the most difficult part? They come and find the comfort, and after they find the comfort, 5 minutes, they start to sleep. And, like this. Nibbana. So that is why. If you don't have the energy, forget about meditation. You can't maintain your household life. Without energy, how you can be a good husband, good wife? How you can take care of these children? As parents, see these little children, how much energy you need to take care of these children. If you don't have the energy, what will happen? But the thing is, you have to be very careful, put that energy for the profitable things, because for unprofitable things, we put it so much. See, sometimes people go and dance, Friday night till 2 a.m. You need so much energy for that. But maybe you become happy for the moment, but after that energy you waste. So like that, you always have to look into how you can manage this energy. And other thing is how you can increase the energy. So put the effort, and again and again, repeat is another way to generate the energy. You have to move. It's kind of like the water. See, the water has the electricity, but water itself when it is in this cup, if you touch the water, you can't find the electricity. But what will happen when the water go through the turbine, and when it's go through the movements, and then you can get the energy out of it. So like that, your body itself has a way to generate the energy, but you have to put into effort again and again, and again. And that way you can generate the energy. So first one is the energy. Remember that. Without that, conventional life, you can't become successful. Spiritual life not going to happen, especially vipassana. You have to have a very sharp, clear, strong mind to recognize how things come to be as they are. Otherwise, your mind go crazy. And as you know, you may heard, there are some people, they start to practice meditation, and then by the time they start to get a lot of cuckoos, cuckoo, mind go cuckoo, mind go crazy. Why this happen like that? Because of this heedlessness. They don't have energy. They have half sleepy mind. And then that half sleepy, half awake mind make you crazy. If you have the heedfulness, then there's no way you're going to get into misunderstanding. So that's why the first one, energy, effort, put the effort and develop the energy in you. And the next one you have to develop with this heedfulness is the awareness or the attention. So one energy, the second quality you need, awareness. Look at the world today. All these machines and technology and all these social medias, all these news agencies, what they try to do, take your attention, take your awareness. Billion dollars they funding for programs, for softwares, to get the attention from the people. Because once they get your attention, you become a puppet. They control you. That's what happened. And somehow they try to get your attention. Because your attention is the most important part, not the body, not your gender, not your whatever the things you used to do. No, your attention. Because once they take it, you go with it. So what happens most of time nowadays, when the laziness, that means heedlessness, come and stay with the awareness, what happened, your awareness become kind of like a very lethargic, very sleepy, kind of like a dusty mind, cloudy mind. You see, but you don't know what it is. You hear, you don't know what it is. There's no clarity. You eat, you don't know what it is. You live, but you don't know what the life is. You're just puppet. You maybe do things because of other people say. And see, sometimes for some people, again and again, you have to tell. When you say don't keep it there, again and again, every time you have to tell, don't keep it there. They don't have this awareness. We all have sometimes, until we attain to the Nibbana. So that's why bring the heedfulness to develop your awareness. Keep the close attention. And develop your mindfulness, awareness. That is the key point, especially in today's world, to become, even in conventional life, to become a successful person. Don't allow anyone to steal your attention, take your attention. Keep it. With the very conscious decision, you put your attention, and then it's okay. Teach your children to guide their attention. Keep their awareness. Be mindful with their attention. Because once it go away, it's very difficult to bring back. So second one is the attention, awareness. Another one is the wisdom, third one. So bring the wisdom and the heedfulness together. So that means when you learn something, when you hear something, if you are so lazy, you don't question. So that's why we look when it comes to the Buddha. The most of the people whoever came to Buddha, they had a one quality. They had this heedfulness with their wisdom. So whatever, maybe they don't know the right answer, but they had the intention, the energy, and the wisdom to ask questions. So that is very necessary. And don't believe because of it's on the book, or somebody say, oh, the monk or the guru or the very famous person told it. Don't believe that. So with the wisdom, to keep the heedfulness, keep the energy, put strength on it, ask question again and again, again and again. Because when you ask question, it will help you to go deeper. If you don't ask questions, especially when it comes to the Buddha's teaching, the one of the major important quality in Buddhism, it welcome all the questions. That's the one thing. Anyone allowed to ask question, and disagreements, okay. And you no need to believe, you no need to follow. It's in the very first level. You have to get a very clear understanding. So without that, don't try to say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Don't try to say that. Culturally we have some kind of validations for that. But deeply, when it comes to deeper wisdom, there's no valid for that. That's why I don't believe. Why you have to believe? Because of monks told, or because of the book or something like it is your life. Take that responsibility to it. Learn to ask questions. Go deeper with the question. So that will make you wise. And so the heedfulness, and add it with these three things. One is the energy. Put the effort with the heedfulness. And don't neglect, don't avoid, don't give up, and keep cultivating and keep developing and towards the wholesome way, and take care very well. What is energy in you? And the other one is the awareness, close attention, mindfulness. The third one is wisdom, or the conventional level we can say the knowledge. This intellectual understanding. Keep it with the heedfulness. That will build the bridge to cross this conventional life to eternal level. Without heedfulness, you can't develop your spiritual life, or you can't have even the conventional life, more better life. So that's why if you bring all together all the practice, the one word, heedfulness, and learn about it again and again, become more clear about it, and go deeper into it and have a very clear, deeper, strong understanding about this and apply it to your day-to-day life, keep practice, especially when it sit for meditation, and develop it with you all the time, and keep the energy, and at the same time the awareness and the wisdom, these three things, bring it to your meditation practice. And then you will see day by day, how this inner development happen. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself. Remind yourself, may I be well and happy, O Swapatdeva, 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. Don't interfere with any intention. Just allow it to happen naturally as it is. And keep the energy, awareness, the wisdom with your each and every inhalation and exhalation, and observe it very clearly. Do nothing extra. Bring attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe, and also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya Dhamma Nudhamma Patipattiya Buddham Pujemi Dhammang Pujemi Sanghang Pujemi Addaya Imaya Patipattiya Jati Chara Vyadi Marananha Paribunjisami Idamme Punya Kammang Asavakkayavang Hotu Sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.